Here's why you should never joke around with the royal guards. This guy's hobby is disrespecting and making fun of royal guards, so they respond to him aggressively, the way he deserves it. If you're wondering if royal guards can defend themselves, then look at this guy who was going to injure Danish guards, but instantly got captured by policemen. Just a little tip, if you'll bring kids while visiting places with royal guards, make sure to keep them close to you because you do not want this to happen with them. They tend to keep anyone out of their way regardless of age. Sometimes, royal guards can be WWE champions if they're very annoyed by the tourists, just like this one. This boy just imitated the walk of the Queen's Guard and even touched his shoulder just to impress his friends. See what happened next.
Get back to the Queen's Guard!
Do you think he really did kill the boy? Well, of course not. For those who are asking what royal guards do during their off-duty, take a look at this one. So, this Bollywood star thinks that she can happily dance beside a Queen's Guard, but didn't think that it was actually a disrespectful act. Here's how the guard responded to her dancing skills. As these little boys were just visiting the place, the Queen's Guard got annoyed by them. He then shouted at the boys shockingly. Well, if I were the boy, I would not go near any Queen's Guard.
Get off the fence!
These guards are supposed to go inside Windsor Castle, but one tourist got too close to the fence and received a surprising shout from one of the guards. As a response, he then salutes the guard with fear. Would you do the same? As tourists, they always want to have a memorable picture with the Queen's Guard. But this dude didn't go smoothly with the Queen's Guard while taking some pictures. Instead of photos, he got some serious shouts from the guard. So, this little kid is playing with the Queen's Guard as he continuously went near the fence of the palace. The guard then had some little anger issues and shouted back at the kid, but the kid was unaffected. Nevertheless, the guard is just doing his job. This tourist wants to know how it feels to touch the sword of a royal guard, but the guard surely doesn't like it. Here's another Make Way for the Queen's Guard video.
Make way for the Queen's Guard!
Always remember not to stand in the way of royal guards.
Bye-bye!
When the royal guards' horse spooks, it's the most embarrassing scene in their life forever. When this girl was just taking some pictures of her in front of the palace, but he stood in the way of the Queen's Guard, she had the most embarrassing moment of her life. This tourist was just having a great hand at the royal guards' horse. However, she was embarrassed by the time the royal guard shouted at her loudly in the middle of nowhere.
Step back from the Queen's Guard! Not touch the ring!
See this girl who even ran just to have a close-up pic with royal guards. However, she received really great shouts instead of Instagrammable pictures. The work of a royal guard is truly tiring and stressful, but look at how the training goes. Do you want to be one of them? Here's another video of the same man who continuously goes beyond the line against royal guards. Frightening enough, isn't it? So, this is how it feels to be a Queen's Guard and shout to anyone who stands in your way. Kinda cool. Royal guards are very well-trained professionals to do their duty, so it is very unusual to see them fail at some point. But during the most famous changing of guards, one guard just slip off in front of hundreds of tourists. Oof, I can really feel his embarrassment. Aside from standing all day, shouting and guarding, royal guards can dance too. Take a look at this guy who's showing some dancing skills in front of a royal guard. He thinks he's doing something funny not until the guard becomes a solid boxing champion. All those clips are enough to prove that you shouldn't mess with royal guards, or else you want something to happen. Leave a comment below on what is your favorite clip, and while you're at it, go ahead and click some of our amazing videos on your screen. See you there!